Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're joining me again today. First of all, thank you so much for all the support that you've given me. My videos on YouTube, my Facebook, and my Etsy. It really means a lot to me. So I appreciate it. Okay, so now that I got all my work out of the way, my Etsy listings, they feel like work because there's so much that goes into them. I decided I just want to make a journal, just craft and have fun, not have any time frame or any specific goal or whatever. I have a long list of journal ideas and project ideas that I want to do. I just didn't really feel like starting any of them because I have like big plans for all of them and I'm a perfectionist, so yeah, I always put so much pressure on myself. So what I did, I just went over there. I have like this shelf. It's like a windowsill kind of shelf. And I have a whole bunch, like pretty much all my old books just standing there. And as you know, I have a lot of old books because I can never say no if I go to the antique store and find like a nice, either a book that has awesome old pages inside, beautiful pages, or a book that has a beautiful cover. Like, I think this one is really pretty. It's fairly small, but hey, why not make a small journal? And I was like, what could I use? What could I do? So I looked at a few different books and covers that I already had taken apart. And then I saw this one. I'm like, oh, and this one, I think, I don't remember exactly where I got it, but it is apparently from 1900. It had a, I think I got it from an estate sale. Yes. And it had a sticky note inside where someone, whoever owned it, wrote on it some information, and it said 1900. So it's called Thelma. And I just thought it was really pretty, and I never really looked at it in detail or like, yeah. So I also like, I already took it apart. I also like the cover or inside of the cover, and it turns out it's called Thelma, a Norwegian princess. And I'm like, wait a minute, I can use this to make one of the Victorian Lady themed journals that I wanted to make. I have a few others planned where the covers will be very differently, but I was like, this is a really cute size or nice size, so I actually took the block out already, and I want to keep these pages because they're beautiful, and I'm surprised it's in really good condition. This book, it has it doesn't look too old, but it's great, so you can still use the pages. And I just thought this has the perfect title, so I don't even have to like do anything or too much to the title. I want to keep this somehow, incorporate this, and then the Norwegian princess can be just the Victorian ladies that I want to put in there. Yeah, so I figured, hey, I should turn the camera on after I already took this apart and just walk you guys through my planning or idea process, because I don't always have like a plan. Oh, I'm getting a little chilly here. A plan or a plan when I start a project. Many times I know I'm gonna make a sewing project, and or a sewing journal, and before I started, I already collect all kinds of things. With this one, I know I have a whole bunch of like old photos, like, yeah, old stuff that I like, Victorian style things that I want to use, and lace and stuff. So but I have no vision for this yet, so I figured, hey, maybe you'll be interested in seeing how I go about it, because I'm just coming up with all this stuff now. Okay, of course, first you want a cover, and then I took a utility knife, and I just carefully, when you open the cover like this, it's really easy to just cut between the cover and the book block and here, and then you just have this. I will probably reinforce this, because actually I'm gonna make a hidden spine. Yeah, I don't want to sew out here, so I'm going to, it says Sears, huh? I'm going to make a hidden spine. So see, I had no plans, but then as I look at it, I get ideas. So yeah, hidden spine. If you don't know how to do that, I can show you. There's a bazillion videos on YouTube that explain how to do hidden spines, but of course I can show you as well. Okay, so, and then I was just going through my binder of like printed digital kits, and I have a lot more. I'm a hoarder, but I have a lot that I haven't printed yet, and I might have to print some in a smaller size so they can actually fit, the whole page can fit in here. And I think I'm going to make maybe 2 signatures, and then it can be like a journal that you can just write in every day or whatever, and then put it in your purse, take it with you, because I think that's a really nice size. So I have, oh, I gotta sneeze, or maybe not. I found this image. I thought that was really pretty. It's like an old cabinet card. It's like linen paper. That was gifted to me. And then I also have these ones that I sample printed for you guys when I showed you, I think it was my haul, one of my hauls. I can link it up there, that you can use as an alternative for coffee dyed paper. This is like this antique looking paper that actually looks really nice when you print on it. So there's like this lady, there's this lady. So I have a whole bunch of digital papers that have old ladies. They're not old, but old from the olden times. So, and then I just get ideas from when I look through stuff like this. I could put Victorian calling cards in there, like just like Victorian girly stuff, not like girly, but like female. I don't know. So there's like some pictures. I don't know, it's just, oh, there's another one. Or maybe use some wallpaper in there. And I'm just thinking it could be this book of this lady. It could be her journal. So, and I can use one of her handkerchiefs. I can use one of her hair clips. Remember, I had showed you guys in the haul that I ordered those hair clips that you can also add images to with the cabochon. And can add that, so pretend like it was this lady's hair clip back then, and stuff like that. So, and then by just looking at these printouts, like this one, she's so beautiful, I'm gonna use her. Or maybe an old letter that could be was written by her, or I have a whole bunch of old Victorian postcards, so I can add those too, because it could have been a postcard that she wrote or she received. So stuff like this. I just like thinking up a story, or the story of the journal in my head while I'm looking at this stuff, and then you can get all kinds of ideas. It's like when you write a story, just let the creative juices flow. Okay, I did have to blow down my nose because I didn't want to keep sniffling here. Okay, so I don't know if any one of you has ever written a story or a novel, but usually when you develop a character, you ask questions about the character, and then those characters develop themselves. Like, they tell you things about themselves, and at first I thought it was like, that sounds silly, but it's actually true. Like, they just become their own person, and you learn a lot about them. So it's actually really fun. So, and I want to do it the same. I want to do it the same way with this journal, or with the lady that used to own the journal. So we shall see what I can find. Okay. Ooh, so much stuff. All these nice papers from Line.Arrow. Okay, and if I use any digital collection in my journal, so obviously you see a lot of them here, but I can't remember all, like the names of all of them, but the ones that I will use in my journal, if you want to know where I got them from, leave me a comment, because I can find out probably on my Etsy purchases and tell you where you can get those. Oh, there's all Christmas back here. Okay, so at least I got a little bit, and then I can also print some more. Okay, so, and then I also have this thing. It's like a basket that I got for cheap at the seasonal sale at Hobby Lobby. And now I don't know if I'm going to put a handkerchief in there, because I had like plans to use those handkerchiefs in those journals that I want to, where I want to make the covers. So I might not even need those or use those. But sometimes there's like, this looks like old fabric. So yeah, I think I'm good on this. I'm gonna just use some lace probably. Okay, so I have to measure so I can actually see how I can fit my pages in here. So this book measures about 6.5 inches tall by 4.25, and then it's like maybe 3/4 of an inch. So I think I'm gonna try to do 2 signatures, and then as I assemble them, I have to figure out how many pages I'm going to put in. And I definitely want to keep these. So unfortunately these are all glued, because it would be nice if I could somehow repurpose these. And I get all my old books either at Goodwill. Goodwill, the one I go to usually doesn't have, well, sometimes they have old books, but not super old. I feel like I'm gonna break this. Then you can, especially estate sales, or maybe if I have a used bookstore somewhere. And sometimes yard sales. I found a ton of, oh man, that doesn't work. Okay. I found a ton of old 50s kids books for like $1 or $2 each at a yard sale. That was very surprising. Nobody else wanted them. I really like her. So maybe she's gonna be the Norwegian princess. Who knows? Okay. So let's see. What did I say this was? 4.25. About 4.25 by 6.5. So I might make the pages 6. So I gotta calculate in the, like, you know, I don't have a journal laying around that is where I can show you, but if you have many pages, the ones that are like folded and the ones that are on the inside stick out more. So I either have to cut those shorter, or I have to make the whole signature not as wide. So, because I don't really want them to stick out here. And I'm wondering if I should somehow put a closure on this. Maybe I'll put a closure on this. Okay. So let me get a sample paper. I need like a, oh, here we go. I'm going to start with a, it's just a sample. I'm going to start with a 8.5 by 11, which is letter size paper. And I'm going to see how I can best trim those. It's probably going to be too short. 8.5 by 11 would be 5.5, which is too short. Okay, so I would have to do, if I want 6, let me get my, I just don't want to waste a lot of paper. But if it's coffee dyed paper, I can always reuse, like use up the leftovers. Let's see, let's just test this. So this is 8.5 by 6. And then I would still have to trim it a little bit because it would be 4.25 and I wanted like 3.75. Okay, it's not the perfect size to work with. You do have to cut stuff, like trim it off, trim the pages. Actually, first let's go with the 4 and see what it looks like. Maybe I shouldn't have done it at maybe I should have done it at 6.25 by 4.25. 6.25 by 4. Let's do 6.25 by 4. What do we have here? Are you 6? Of course you're 6. Ah! Okay. Do we have any paper? I don't have any scrap paper laying around. Oh, I got some coffee dyed paper somewhere. Okay. This one can be 6. What did I say? Oh man, 6.25 by 4. 6.25, so it's, and you cut by 8. Okay, it's gonna be full white. And then 6.25. Yeah, I want to make sure that I get this nice coffee stain. I hope I didn't miscalculate and miscut again. Doesn't look right. Maybe it is. Yeah, I think this could work. Okay, cool. So I have to write it down so I won't forget, because I know myself and I tend to confuse myself. So this is my page. This is the fold. So this is 6.25. And this hole is 8, and then this is 4. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So at least we have the size of our paper. So now I can just go and find different papers I want to use. This I could use for maybe pockets, or I'll just glue this on an inside page. I want this. Elma. And sometimes you have like nice headlines or nice chapter titles, or not, that you can use, like cut out the words. Maybe not. Well, the first one has the in the land of the midnight sun. I'm gonna use this one. Ugh. The end. Midnight, without darkness, without stars. Midnight, and the unwearied sun stood yet visible in the heavens, like a victorious king throned on a dais of royal purple bordered with gold. Okay. All right, so we have that. I guess the next step that I will do is looking through my digital kits on my computer to see if I have any that I want to use for this. Then I will look through all the different papers I have, like old papers, letters, old newspapers and stuff that looks Victorian, and then collect them And I also want to see if I can, oh, where's my Victorian portrait? See if I have, these should fit size-wise. Let's see. Happy birthday. Yeah, so stuff like this could be like put in there because I mean, maybe it was her like little diary from this lady or this girl and she saved birthday cards, who knows, or Christmas card. I don't know. I just like coming up with stories. Or Valentine's card. From Kaka. Okay. This is pretty too. Yeah. Okay, so digital kits, papers, and then I have to make ephemera. And I want to try to use, let's see if I have, nope, not this one, not this one. I have like one of these washi tape stamps or stamp washi tapes that have like perfume bottles. So I like this one. These have mushrooms, animals, and other stuff. Didn't I have one with ladies on it? Maybe not. I thought I did. Birds. I guess I remembered wrong. Perfume, flowers. I really thought I had some. Oh well, that's okay. I got plenty to work with. All right, so I'm gonna start digging through my stash and then I'll be back. Alrighty, I found quite a few things that I didn't even remember that I had. Because when you have a lot, then you tend to not use all of it because you forget that you have it. Okay, so one thing that I want to make is, why does this not fit? It's one of those cabochons, like this one. But I don't know if I'm gonna put a picture of a woman in here or a picture of a gentleman, because maybe she had like a suitor. I don't know how you say that. And then this is one of those bobby pins that I mentioned earlier. This one is one that where you can't add a one of those cabochon thingies. The set came with different ones, but I figured this is a little thinner, and then she can, or whoever gets this journal, can clip it on the top of the page maybe, and it's like a bookmark. I thought that was nice, and it could have been her, whoever had this journal first, like in the 1800s, could have been her hair clip. Okay, then I also found this super old photo of this lovely lady, and a book page from a children's book from 1886. Yes, I'm gonna put a real thing in there. I just love these illustrations. I try to find one where I don't have to decide, because I'm not too attached to this image, but I think this is really cute and I love this one. So some other pages had a beautiful image on one side and a beautiful image on the other side. So those I'm gonna scan, but here I can actually use the original. So I could just like, maybe it could be a collage in this little journal, because is there a fly? I have a fly in here. How the heck did you get in here? Don't, yeah. Anyway, so it could be like it was her favorite kids book or whatever, and then she wanted, if you see the fly flying by here, then, oh my gosh, go away. Yeah. And then, oops, I also have this corner of this vintage, or actually it's an antique handkerchief. I figured, hey, I can use that edge or that corner. And then I have some old ledger paper. This is from the 50s, but still I can cut it down to fit in my journal. I have a nice floral wallpaper piece. And then I have this whole set. I think it's Prima. Was it Prima? I can't remember. But I love this. It's like the writing lady. And there's a whole bunch of nice images and words and stuff in there, and cards, journaling cards and things, and tags. So once I'm making ephemera, I'm gonna go through this pack and pick out a few because they're really pretty. Then I have this super old, it's falling apart. It's a magazine page from 1901, I think. And I figured I can use like the ad or belt cassette, like just like something that the former owner put in the journal, like a scrapbook journal. Then this is a copy of a German ledger. It has absolutely nothing to do with the book itself, because this is from a gardener, but I just love the old German, and I'm sure most people here don't speak German anyway, so they probably don't care what this says. It's nothing naughty. It's just from the gardener, like their what work they did. And then I've shown you this one, and then I printed these two lovely ladies from my collection. I love those. I might cut them out and put the pictures in there. This is from a digital kit that I got. I thought I could make a few little journaling cards. And then I printed this page. I'm going to fold it in half and have it be a page in my journal. This lovely lady with her horse. And then I have this. I'm just gonna cut this out, and then this other side of the page will be this just plain blank. I just wanted this image because it's really nice. Oh yeah, I was gonna make a copy of this. It's a lovely ledger from the Netherlands, from my friend Natalie from Line.Arrow. And then some coffee dyed papers. I think I showed this in my previous video, if you're interested in that pattern. Okay, and then I just remembered that I got this book for $1 from Goodwill. That was one of my luckiest finds ever. And these are all Victorian borders, pictorial borders, and there's no copyright on them. There's actually a letter in here from the publisher that says you are allowed to do whatever you want with this. You can copy it, scan it, make stuff with it. No copyright on it. So I figured I'm gonna copy this on one of my antique papers and just use part of the image. So I just have to figure out, oh, that's pretty. I just have to figure out which one I want. Preferably not naked people. Ooh, look at this, beautiful. I mean, it's way too big, obviously, for my little journal. That's pretty too, but also still too big. Wow, I love this with the beehives. Wow. Let's see. Ooh, she's hanging out with her boyfriend. Christmas. That's cute. I saw one earlier that I liked when I flipped through real quick. I just gotta find it again. Lovely birdies. Come on, where are you? She's lovely. Oh, I think it was her. Maybe I'll copy her and make it a little smaller so I can get more of her onto the paper? On the page? I don't know. That's also a cute couple. Maybe I'll put those on a, well, it could be really difficult for a small, actually, let's get my, so this is the page size. So if I just cut this out, that could work. Where was this lady? Oh, this could work. Okay, I might just make a copy of this one. So I'll have to, this fly is harassing me. Okay, so I will copy this and then show you what it looks like on the antique paper. I am back, and I think it actually looks really nice on this antique paper. I could have also copied it on coffee dyed paper, but I don't have a lot of plain coffee dyed paper at the moment. I have to do like a big coffee dyeing session tomorrow because it's supposed to be like almost 90 degrees out tomorrow. So that will be a good coffee dyeing day. Okay, what else? I have one more thing. I think even though I don't have like all pages together for the signature, at least this gives me something to start with, to craft. And you don't always have to start with the signature. You can start with ephemera or do one little bit here, a little bit there. Oh yeah, I was going to use my perfume bottle washi tape. And then I remembered, hey, I made these cabinet cards a long time ago. I can link the video up there. Ding, ding, ding. If you're interested in learning how to make those. And unfortunately, so I had these were made with wax paper. Oh, good. And I had them all stacked, and they were all they were sitting on a table upstairs under other stuff, and they were all stuck together. So I guess the back paper stuck onto the wax paper, but you can scrape this off. So the front actually doesn't get damaged because it's like sealed with the wax paper. It's just the back that got a little like torn off, but that just makes it look old. So I figured I can use one of those cabinet cards and put it in my journal. Let's see, what size do we have? I want a ballerina? Maybe I want a ballerina. I think this looks like old. There's no year on this. New York City. Or a bride. Or this lovely lady. We shall see. I'll just put them to the side for now, and then we can decide. Oh yeah, and then these are the cards I picked. So we have the wishing you happy birthday card from 1910, July 12th. And then I love this one because it's like gold. Isn't this beautiful? Sincere wishes, and this is from 1910. Both are 1910. That's my birthday, February 10. Oh, that's nice. Awesome. And they wrote upside down. Yeah. Anywho, I will somehow put them in here, whether I'm gonna like make a hinge or turn them into a pocket or something. I'm getting actually really excited about this journal. I had no idea I was gonna make this until earlier, but now I'm super excited because there's so many awesome things I can use. Oh, okay. What do we start with? I think I'm gonna cut down some of the papers that I already have collected, so then we can put them all into the book and start making signatures. Okay, so these are 2 pages. I'm just gonna cut those together. Saves me a little bit of time. Alrighty. I'm gonna use my guillotine cutter because it's a little thicker, and I don't trust my trimmer. Okay, sticky. So this needs to be 6 1/4 tall by 4 wide. So let's do 4 wide. Oh, wow, it's crooked. And then 6 1/2 tall. 6 1/4, not 6 1/2. Okay, so now we get some lined paper, and I'm going to put 1 in each signature. And then we have some little bits here. I'm not going to throw them out just yet. I might be able to use them for something. This, I don't like that it's so wide on the back, so I might use this to make a pocket, not a page. Let's see. This will be a page. This will be a page. Oops. So I gotta make sure that I cut out a nice piece. That's why I always write down my, well, not always. That's why I should always write down my measurements so I don't like cut it wrong. 8. You know, I think if I cut it this way, I have a bigger piece left over because it's 8.5 by 11. So now if I cut 6 1/4 off, I still have a big piece here. Otherwise, I would have only have a sliver here, or 2 weird pieces. So 6 1/4, and I can still use this. And we fold this in half. And this is crooked. Same with this. 8. I feel like this looks crocheted. Oh, see, I did it wrong. Whatever I just said, I didn't do it. Oh well, I can still use these for tags and stuff. Oh, I love this. So pretty. I'm gonna make more tomorrow. Oops. And the pages don't always have, they don't all have to be the same height. Let's do this one. So here I have to cut 8. And 6 1/4. Ta-da! I'm gonna fold it this way because I don't always want to have the special print on the outside page. Can be on the inside page as well. Oops. Okay, and then we have the other one. This one. And I printed these. I put this one and this one in my Adobe InDesign and just measured. You can like make a frame that has the exact size, and then you just make the image fit that frame. Whoopsies. And then that's what you get. Wow, this is super why is it so crooked? I don't get it. I think my guillotine cutter is crooked. That makes no sense. I've had this issue before, and I thought it was me, but it's not. Okay, and then we have this, which could be just like folded like this. And then we cut this off. So this needs to be 4. And then 6 1/4. Keep on saying 6 1/2. Okay, so you can still write on it a little bit, but you can write on the other side. And then I can still use this for other stuff. This should go into the other pile. These little scraps can go in the trash because I don't have to keep everything. Ugh. Okay. Let's see. And I don't know yet how many pages I want in each signature. What else do we have? I could maybe put in a newspaper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Didn't I have another one? Oh no, at this one. Okay, 8. So let's see my other papers. I can use this one as well. So I can actually write on that. Oh, no, I'm going this way. I put my cutter away too soon. not putting my nose or my head under the camera. Can never tell. All right, so let's just make 2 piles. Random piles. Which one has the other printed one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I need more. Okay, so if we do, let's see how thick 10 would be if I just put 10. I mean, right now I only have 9, but if I had 10, let's pretend to see how thick the signature would be if I had 10. Because then you have 40 pages, and then times 2 would be 80. Okay, there's some stuff falling over there. So then we had, like, if we had 2 with 10, that would be 80 pages. Yeah, I think 10 would be good. So 1 more, and then another signature of 10. Okay, I gotta find some more paper. Yeah, okay. But I want to do some crafting now. I don't want to just find paper. I don't even know how long I've been filming. Maybe I'll just call it a day or call it a video for now, and then continue in my next video, because this is gonna be a long video. Okay, so I guess in my next video I'm gonna make some ephemera. That's gonna be fun. Oh yeah, and I also have this. Maybe I can incorporate this somehow. I love this. Looks like a little skirt or something. Yeah, I don't know. We shall see. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you like my idea and my process of like getting ideas or figuring out what I want to do or what I'm doing. And leave me a comment if you like this, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!